Hello. My name is Dr. Reginald Flagbag. As part of my negotiated settlement with the Dean, I have been, let us say, invited to give you this brief lecture on how to avoid messing up your life by posting stupid things to social media sites. The first thing that you need to understand is that nothing on the internet is really private. Companies like Facebook and Twitter make money by showing your private information to people and then selling advertisements to big and powerful companies. So, if you think, for example, that your dean is a doddering old Neanderthal who couldn't figure out how to rub two sticks together to make fire, or that he should be incarcerated for using up enough air every day to keep 6 good rats alive, you should probably not post these thoughts on Facebook. Just trust me on that one. You should never forget that anything you post online can be seen, copied, and circulated by anybody. Take a look at these brief interviews with people who were fired for things that they put on Facebook.
Drew Stith has worked for Living Essentials for more than a year, until he says a post he made on Facebook ended his job.
It was because there was a Facebook page called 5 Hour Energy Sucks, and so I liked that page. I don't really like the product that they make. I mean, it doesn't work for me.
But Stith did like his job. He said even his good work record couldn't have saved him.
They said if I don't like their product and I work there, that makes their company look bad.
Beaufort City Schools bus driver Michelle Threlkel was floored when she lost her job after 8 years. The wife and mother of 2 believes she was targeted after posting an article on her Facebook page that talked about the school district spending $600,000 to install artificial turf on the high school's football and band fields. Threlkel wrote the words "Today's humor" next to the posting. The next day, she says the superintendent and others called her on the carpet.
He was very upset and angry about my post. Told me that I had humiliated him as well as the administration, and told me that I had put a huge target on my back.
Then, 2 months later, Ms. Threlkel says on the last day of school she received this termination letter, which simply states, "We no longer have a position for you."
Had you any idea that any of the things that you were saying could have been viewed by anyone else other than the people that you thought were your friends on Facebook?
No, I had my privacy settings set, and I know that that's the case because of a conversation that my students had about, gee, Dr. Seipel has a face page, that's great, let's go look at it, and another student say, no, you can't, it's all blocked out.
Right.
And Facebook made changes to their privacy policy, and I just recently looked up to see how that could have happened, and it turns out when they made that, they default things to being open.
And college students have had plenty of joyful experiences as well. Consider this gentleman in Minnesota who was kicked out of a nursing program for a status update that said, "There is not enough whiskey in the house for anger management." Or, not to be outdone, these 4 nursing students who were expelled when they posed for an Instagram next to some human placenta. And then there is this jolly good fellow who got expelled from Fisher College for making derogatory comments about another student on Facebook. Or this genius at Aloysius College who sent a threatening tweet to a professor. Posting immodest pictures of yourself is rarely a good idea, especially if you are at a Christian college in Arkansas. And there is no way to count the number of students across the country who have gotten in trouble for underage drinking by posting pictures of themselves at parties. So here, without any further hullabaloo, is the list that I promised to share with you, 10 simple rules for not messing up your life by posting stupid things to Facebook. First, if you are planning to do something dangerous, illegal, or stupid, don't do that thing. Do something else. Second, if you choose to ignore rule number 1, don't take pictures. Third, if you do take pictures, don't post them to the internet. Fourth, never believe that any of your privacy settings actually work. Fifth, remember that anybody can post a picture or comment about you and tag you, making that picture or comment available to the entire internet. Always assume that anything you say on a social media site about somebody else will be seen by that person. Do not post anything, anytime, ever, that could be read as a threat or as an indication of a violent temperament. Never complain about anybody. Employer, professor, large wrestler in the next room who can hurt you in any way. Always assume that anything you put online will be seen by your mother, your priest, your future spouse, and the gossip editor of the New York Post. And finally, realize that schools, employers, and business contacts will be checking you out on social media sites. Instead of just avoiding things that are illegal and stupid, try to post things that will create the professional image that you want to project. That's it. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't look for me on Facebook, as my account has been deleted as part of the aforementioned negotiated settlement. But I would be very grateful if you would tell the dean how well this presentation went.